Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another chat about video games, along with Exile Magpie.
Hello!
2 seconds, I forgot to close my window.
Well, it is getting ridiculously hot.
It is getting hot, but that ice cream van has been, every time I've tried to record, that ice cream van just pops up and starts playing its thing, and it's like, oh, and I forget to shut the window. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about some news, some things.
It's almost as if there was a certain... it's almost as if, right, there's not much news that we could find, but it's almost as if there was a certain event in the middle of the week that everyone went, you know what, we're not going up against that. Yeah. We'll get to that eventually. So we'll start off with the new game
show X? The Japan one, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it was the NGPX
Plus, new NGPX Plus or something like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't
anything. No, nothing for me.
Yeah.
I was expecting something big for the SNK.
Yeah, a lot of people were expecting maybe another a new King of Fighters. 14? 15?
No, 14.
14?
I think 13 was the last one.
So, that was a bit disappointing.
A lot of people were expecting some sort of announcement from Sega, because that was the rumours.
Yeah,
because it's an anniversary. It's like 50 or something like that.
Yeah, it's an anniversary for Sega, so you expect...
So people were expecting something big from Sega, and Sega didn't even show up.
No, there was nothing from Sega.
Absolutely nothing. So.
I think some of the cool stuff was the Neo Geo handheld. There's a collection coming out for that.
That stuff's coming.
Which I think one of the games is KOF Street Fighter.
Yes.
So, and apparently that was actually not a bad. That was actually a pretty decent game.
So, I think it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, it's coming to Switch. They announced it coming to Switch. So that's pretty decent.
There was, for the love of God, stop releasing these games before I complete at least one of them. Trials of Cold Steel 4 was announced. I haven't even completed the first one yet, and I've still got the other 2 to do. Can you just slow down? Okay.
I think the thing is, there's like 1, 2, and 3 have been out in Japan for.
Well, 1 and 2 have been out for a few years now, because they came out on the Vita.
Yeah.
And the Vita was popular. 3 came out.
The Vita was popular?
Well, it was in Japan.
That's right.
It was quite big in Japan. And it was alright over here. It did okay.
I like my Vita.
It didn't do brilliantly. It had Persona 4. It's got Persona 4 Golden on it. So therefore it wins. But 3 came out, I think, last year. I'm not sure if it came out in Japan before that. I don't think it did, though. But yeah, 3 came out last year, and so 4's coming out next year.
Yeah. Well, that's a 2-year gap.
Yeah, but I'm still on number 1.
Yeah, that's very true. Well,
bear in mind, 1 and 2 got re-released last year.
Look, you haven't got the problem I have with my Disgaea series. I'm still playing 3.
That's true.
And we've got I think I've got all the Disgaea games on one platform or another, because I've got one on the PC when the Steam version came out. I have Disgaea 2. Disgaea 2 was the first one I got when I was unemployed.
Yeah.
And I got that one on my PS2, and that was glorious. It was so that was it. I was hooked after that. Disgaea 3, 4, 5, D2. There's a lot.
There's a lot. A lot of randomness.
There's a lot of randomness going on.
I have that with the Tales games, though.
Yeah.
I have quite a few Tales games.
That you haven't even started.
I haven't even started because I'm still playing Tales of Grace. And
that's
only on the PS3.
Look, in my opinion, it's a good problem to have.
Oh yeah, it's a great problem to have. It's not nothing bad. Plus, I've got the Persona games that I've pretty much. I've got Persona 5 Royal,
Yeah.
I've now got Persona 4 on the Steam because they've just released it.
Yeah.
So I've just downloaded that.
I wondered how long it would take for you to get it on Steam.
I needed to get paid, and that's the only reason why I didn't get it on release.
Yeah,
I needed to get paid.
You need to be actually paid to be able to buy it. Yeah, I know that. I remember that problem.
So I've got all the Yakuza games to play.
That is very true.
I've got a lot of JRPGs to play.
That all stems from me buying Yakuza 3.
Yes.
On the PS3.
That's a fun game.
So long
ago. I love that.
And I don't remember why. It's one of those games. Yeah, Yakuza. I know we've gone off from.
Right, JRPGs and the Japanese game show.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called? The Japanese game show? Isn't that what it's called?
No, I don't think it was.
Doesn't matter.
It was basically.
I'll find out.
Japan's. The thing is that it was clearly aimed at the Japanese market.
Yeah.
There was a lot of visual novels.
No one heard me open a can there.
There was a lot of visual novels. There was a lot of.
There was. This is because I'm a big anime nerd. There was a new ReZero.
Yes.
Visual novel.
Yes.
I'm a big anime nerd. Now, I've read the light novels for that, and I have no idea where this takes place. I'm like...
It could be just brand new.
It has been a while since I've read them, though, so there's a lot of, like... I could be just like... I don't remember any of that.
Yeah. Like Gandalf when he went into the Mines of Moria. This place is unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
It was like, you've done this, but it wasn't... That may not be a good thing, because it means that it may be quite boring. But yeah, there was quite a few visual novels.
You know what game I want them to do?
Yeah.
I want them to do a Dynasty Warriors game, right? Mm-hmm. This is for anime people. A Dynasty Warriors game, but with Overlord. Because it makes sense that one character would just slaughter 5,000 people.
Yes, Momonga.
Because, well, no, not just Momonga or Ainz or Gon. It's all of them. All his subordinates are also overpowered as fuck.
Yeah, all of them are overpowered. I'm just saying,
it just makes sense.
Like Momonga, it would make some sense for Momonga just to go out into the middle of the battle and just obliterate everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's Momonga. He's OP. The whole gist of the show in Overlord is that Momonga is OP.
But anyway,
and I call him Momonga because that is his actual name. He's pretending to be Ainz.
Yes.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Anyway, we'll sidetrack there. So there wasn't a lot in that show.
It did feel like
there was a lot of anime.
There was a lot of anime.
There was a lot of anime characters.
There was a lot of anime.
There was a new Neptunia game.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, a rhythm.
Which one? I'm trying to remember. Sega
didn't show anything.
No, I'm trying to figure. I'm pretty sure. Isn't Sega Neptunia? But no, anyway.
No. Neptunia was. I don't know if it still is, but it's PlayStation.
All right.
But Sega is one of the consoles with one of the characters.
Yeah.
So you've got Neptunia, who is the PlayStation.
Yeah.
You've got a green one. I can't remember who that. I can't remember who. I don't know the names. I've never played them. I just know Nep.
She's the
main character.
The main character.
And then you've got one that's basically the Xbox, one that's basically Sega, and one that's basically Nintendo.
Yeah. And then you've got all the handheld ones as well.
So there was that. Oh, For Honor is doing a crossover with Samurai Showdown.
Yes, the Warden is going to be a playable character in Samurai Showdown.
Out of all the characters.
Out of all the potential crossovers you could have had, SNK, you decide
to go with Ubisoft.
To go with Ubisoft. I mean,
the thing is,
Ninja fucking. Oh no, he's actually in. I was about to say Ninja Gaiden, but he's in Dead or Alive. So.
Yeah, but that's because it's the same company.
Yeah,
but he could still cross over.
Trying to think.
The thing is, right, I don't mind it being For Honor, but out of all the different ones in For Honor, you choose the most boring one.
The most.
The bog standard.
Yeah.
The bog standard guy. You choose the Warden.
It's like.
I mean, I know why. It's because he's the one that's on the cover for the game.
Yeah, but no. There's 3. Yeah, but there's 3.
Yeah, there's 3, but he's the one
there's
in the middle.
There's the Viking.
Yeah, but he's the one in the middle.
There's the
That's
fucking
point.
Viking.
You could have had a Viking.
You could have had the Berserker. Not the Berserker. The Berserker should die in a fucking ditch.
You could have had one of the Chinese characters.
I think the thing is over there.
You could have had JJ. We could have had JJ.
Oh yeah.
I'm not pronouncing his name because I'll just butcher it. That's
It's because they right. The thing is that they've got a lot of Eastern characters in Samurai Showdown because it's Samurai Showdown. It's based in
It's based in Japan.
It's pretty much they've only got one European character, which is Jean. It's the lass with the rapier.
Oh, I think it's Joan.
Jean. I
Doesn't
know
matter.
she's French, which means you have to
Pronounce it in a certain way.
way, which we're butchering and we apologise. Anyway, but it's like
you could have the Lawbringer.
Yeah, I would have
Lawbringer.
Lawbringer.
Or
but they went
Mercy?
Is
it Mercy?
Mercy. Yeah, Mercy.
What's the other one? Not the Centurion. The Centurion can go die.
Well, the Centurion's Roman.
It doesn't really matter.
No. Here's the thing, right? The Centurion and Gladiator should not be in with the Crusaders.
Yeah, because
they're
they're
knights.
not knights.
Because they're not knights. The Centurion and the Gladiator are fucking Roman. There should be another group for that.
I know.
But
anyway.
Yeah, they picked Mr. Bland.
Was there anything else?
They literally picked Mr. Bland.
Oh, best thing about the whole thing, they showed off 2 new characters for Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah,
that game looks absolutely.
Oh, what's his name?
Amazing.
The one with the symbiote. The thing is, though, the 2 they showed, there's a story between them.
Yeah.
And the names right now, just you know when you like on the spot go, I remember them. Oh, do you? What's the name? It's
that guy.
Yeah,
that guy.
Brain's literally just gone. Nope. Sorry, this knowledge is locked away from you right now.
So yeah, there was that.
That looked.
But that game looks
the more
beautiful.
I see of Guilty Gear, the more I'm like, oh my god, it looks so good.
It does look.
I'm going
really,
to.
really good.
I'm going to get that game. I'm going to be terrible at it. I'm going to be absolutely terrible at it. I can tell you this now. I'm going to be horrendously bad at it. That doesn't stop me from actually getting it.
Yeah. No PS5 announcement for it though. I would have thought that Guilty Gear would be going on PS5.
It's gonna.
It will be. I think. Well,
guaranteed.
at least I think so. But like, they've at least announced it or something. But yeah, that was it really.
I don't know. Did they announce what date it was released? Guilty Gear?
No.
No.
There's no date. It's not going. I doubt it's out this year.
No. So
Highly
we can
doubt
pretty much almost assume that it's potentially going to be out on the next gen consoles as well.
Yeah.
So there's that. So that was the.
That was the new game. I tell you what, I'll put it in the description of what it actually was called.
Yeah. It was an NG something plus.
Something X plus.
Yeah.
Something. No Square Enix either.
Yeah, I was a bit.
I was expecting at least something to do with, because Crystal Chronicles is coming out soon.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But they just released a random trailer, which is coming to the PS4 as well, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's great.
Because I'm sorry, Switch.
Here's the thing, right? Final Fantasy VII Remake was released 2-3 months ago now. Question mark?
I think we're looking at 4.
Yeah, something like that. I would have thought, even if we weren't going to get any sort of like gameplay or
like an announcement.
Like an announcement that
Part 2
is happening.
Well, I think that's because they've already done the announcement for Part 2.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like I was like.
You wanted like a visual?
Yeah,
like,
just a
something
visual,
like a visual.
Something's
well, maybe they just don't have a visual that they like.
Yeah, possibly.
At the
Although, to
moment
be
to put
perfectly
out.
honest, the first thing they should have worked on is Yuffie.
Yeah. Or Vincent.
Well, it depends on when they're stopping. If they're stopping before Nibelheim, then they don't need to put in the Vincent.
they need to put Vincent in
Or
the
Sid.
next one. They need to put Vincent in the next one. He needs to show up in the next
Yeah,
one.
but the thing
You can't just go into Part 2 and then go, oh, we're only going to give you Yuffie. No.
No, yeah, but you're not just getting Yuffie, you're getting Red 13 as well.
Yeah, I know.
Because you don't get to play as Red 13.
Yeah, I know, but you get Red 13 at the end of this one.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't just give us Yuffie.
But again, the problem is like, how much are they going to add? Because, again, the whole point, like, just from here to Junyan, right, to Costa del Sol, right, you have Calm, Flashback, Chocobo Farm, Midgar Zoom, the Crystal Cave, the potential to go to is it Falcon or Phoenix?
I think it's Phoenix Peak.
Yeah, and do that mini game. Yuffie, right? That's the first opportunity to get Yuffie because any
Phoenix Peak isn't going to be there,
right?
Or at least you're not going to be able to go to it.
And then there's the little village next to Junyan, then there's the boat, right?
And then there's
that all happens. That all happens before you reach Costa del Sol.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, how if they add the same sort of stuff, the amount that they've added to the Midgar part, like leaving the boat could be the last bit of part of part 2.
Maybe.
So I expected not a lot, but maybe a little hint. Maybe they're like, hey guys.
Maybe it's just some art.
Yeah, just like, by the way, just to remind you, this is still a thing.
Show a picture of the Midgar Zulum.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Or the Chocobo Farm.
I think it's because what Square Enix do, their marketing thing at the moment, what they do is they do one game at a time.
Yeah, they massively
because
focus
they started doing that with Final Fantasy 15. They started that with Final Fantasy 15. Then they went to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
3.
once 15 was launched and they'd already announced all the DLC.
Yeah.
Then they went to Final
Then they went ham on Kingdom Hearts 3.
So maybe we get something after Crystal Chronicles is released. But again, they haven't really shown much on Crystal Chronicles. There's been like one or two announcements.
I think it's because Crystal Chronicles is just a re-release.
Yeah.
And maybe an update with updated graphics rather than like a big release.
Yeah, maybe.
So at the moment, I think. Because I don't think because the next Square Enix next game that they're publishing, the next big one, is Avengers, which we'll get to in a second.
Yes.
Which might be why they're not showing anything else.
Yeah, that could be why. And I think that's a good segue into...
Yeah, okay, so there was the Avengers War Table.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go straight out there and say I didn't like the art style of this game in the first place.
Yeah.
I still don't like the art style.
It looks dated.
It's not that it looks dated. It looks horrible. The
No,
characters.
It looks literally. It does. It looks like launch PS4, Xbox One.
No, it just looks horrible. The whole thing looks horrible. I wouldn't even go that far.
They've gone for like a mix between cartoon and realism.
They've gone for like something that looks like the movies.
Yeah.
But looks like the comics as well.
A little bit more bright and colourful.
A bit like that. Yeah. How much brightness did you see in there?
What I mean is like the colours of the costumes and all that.
No.
Not like lighting and all that.
Everybody's wearing dark colours.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I was wrong.
They showed off.
Yeah, they showed off.
They showed off some gameplay.
Yeah.
And it looks okay.
But
they need to work the sound design. They need to work on the sound design. Thor's hammer, just listening to it, felt like it was like a paperweight that he was throwing.
Yeah, it just
didn't sound like when it hit things like what you'd expect. Like his hammer when he hits somebody with his hammer when you're watching the movies.
Yeah,
like you feel that thud.
Yeah, like
that's not in there.
Yeah, there's a massive thump first, and then there's like the ring afterwards.
Yeah, that's not there. That wasn't there in the gameplay. Now maybe that'll get fixed because there's still some time to get.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that I could see them easily fixing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other things like seeing Hulk smash the ground just didn't feel like he was doing anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I think they need to rework the sound design in that game before release. I mean, and it's.
They may already be in the process of doing that. The stuff they may have had may be placeholders.
That's true.
So it could be the case of like.
So.
We're not game developers, so we don't know like the intricacies of how much work that would do, that would cause for them to like rechange the sound setup.
Yeah.
But like, I can't see that being as difficult as if they went, yeah, we need to rebuild the fucking game engine.
Yeah, it's
literally like you book a recording studio and you make a whole bunch of sounds.
Yeah.
Because it's not like in a sense, it's not even dialogue, so you don't need to get actors. You don't need to put the actors back in.
No.
Because from the looks of it, they're doing the same thing that Insomniac did with Spider-Man, where they'll have the lines, but they'll have the voice actors voice them twice. Once calm and normal, and another time like straining, so that depending on what you're doing, it'll play one or the two. So if you're not doing much, then it'll be the calmer one. If you're, for example, in Spider-Man, Peter Parker will have conversations on the phone, and depending on what he's doing, if he's in the middle of a fight, he'll be like, "Yep, sure, whatever." But if he's not, and he's just walking around, he'll be like calm, cool, collected, like there's nothing happening.
Yeah,
and it's a really neat touch, which I didn't notice until someone I was watching pointed it out, and I was like, "Holy that's really good." But yeah,
the combat didn't look great.
It looks here's the problem. It looks by the numbers.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like it's not. There's nothing that stands out apart from you're the Avengers.
And even then, in my opinion, even then, you're the boring Avengers.
You're the movie Avengers, and I was hoping that at least at launch they would have someone else.
Well, this is why we're getting Kamala. Is that her name? Kamala Khan?
Kamala Khan.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Even though she's not Miss Marvel, but
No.
Well,
That's not. The original Miss Marvel is now Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no, which is why we need a new Miss Marvel, which is, but it's fine, it's fine.
But
But unfortunately, Miss Marvel or Kamala Khan sucks. You know why?
Why?
She's an Inhuman, and the Inhumans suck. They are terrible.
Yeah.
All of them suck.
Although here's the thing, and there's a problem with S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, right? Because the storyline looks like it's the Inhumans are being like used and experimented on.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like, okay, so where's Black Bolt and Medusa?
Yeah.
And it's like the same problem S.H.I.E.L.D. had. Like, I mean, the Inhumans are only going to come off as poor poor man's mutants. Which is, in one sense, a shame. There are some decent characters from the Inhumans. The problem is Marvel tend to separate those ones from the Inhumans.
I'm trying to think which ones are good.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of one, but
I think Medusa's alright.
I mean, Black Bolt's gone from like overpowered as hell to just being everyone's whooping boy.
He is the whooping boy now.
Everyone's to overpowered as hell. It's ridiculous. I mean, they need to like calm him the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because I remember once one comic issue where he basically obliterated half a planet by just saying hi.
Yeah. That sounds alright.
And then like a few years later, it's like he shouts at someone and doesn't kill him, and it's like, I mean.
That's
just
because
be consistent.
That's because Marvel don't know what to do with the Inhumans because they've got the mutants. That's why. That's why it's always been like that. They've got the mutants because the Inhumans are basically the mutants. The only difference is that it's a different way of them getting powers.
Yeah,
that's literally the only difference.
Gene missed.
But anyway, we're digressing onto the comics. Right. So we saw combat. They showed off. Who the villain was. MODOK.
MODOK. Who cares? That's how much I care about this bad guy.
The
The list of villains. List of villains they could have pulled from.
Now, I'm going to argue that the reason why they pulled him is because the ones that they probably wanted to use, Marvel didn't have the rights then when they started making the game. Right?
Okay. There's a problem with that.
And I think if they had gone with like Thanos or something like that.
Thanos, yeah, no, I can understand them not going with Thanos because Thanos is basically like, I don't know, if this game does well, he's like season 3 or something like that.
It's not just that. Like Thanos, I think people are a bit tired.
Yeah, I know, but no, right. Here's the thing, right? Thanos is legitimately one of the most terrifying things in the Marvel universe. The dude literally killed, genocided an entire space nation to please Mistress Death.
Yeah, to get laid.
To get laid.
To get laid. That's literally
all
it is.
That's the only reason why he did it. The fact that he can do it is frightening enough. The fact that he's done it just to impress a chick is kind. I mean, to be perfectly honest, calling Mistress Death a chick is kind of. Yeah, she's more than that. I mean, she's the embodiment of death itself. Yeah. So you know.
But anyway, yeah, I think because let's think let's say they started making the game, they didn't have the mutants, didn't have X-Men or any of the mutants, so they couldn't use like Apocalypse.
Yeah, I totally understand that. But the thing is, I was like, even if you take away all the mutants, the list of baddies they could have picked from is like. Yeah, I was expecting.
Here's the thing, right? Yeah, there's a large list of bad guys in the Marvel, but you've got to think that you have to be a big enough bad guy to fight the Avengers.
Easy. Red Skull.
Red
Skull.
I think another problem is that, like, especially with Shield, Hydra have been the bad guy in that series. So if you're somebody who follows Marvel for everything, like honestly, because I used to watch Agents of Shield. I got so tired.
Yeah, no, but
Hydra.
Yes, Hydra were the bad guys. Yes. Right, but they weren't led by the Red Skull because in Shield, Red Skull got teleported off to where the bloody Soul Stone is.
He turned into that weird hooded person.
Yeah, exactly. I was a bit disappointed. He's like, you have the Red Skull, and this is what you decided to do with him? Seriously, make him a weird hermit? But no, the Red Skull is a legitimate threat that the Avengers can go up against. Yeah. And especially with the fact that a lot of robots, I was thinking, first main villain may be Voltron. Not Voltron. Ultron.
Ultron would have been good. I think the other thing was, because...
it's been
I think they started making the game after Age of Ultron, which is when they started doing their whole Inhuman thing.
Yeah.
So in the comics, in the TV series,
in
the movies,
because
Inhumans were getting this big push.
They were getting this big push because Disney didn't want anything to do with the X-Men.
Yeah.
And the same with the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Because they wanted Fox to give up the rights. And what they eventually did is go, do you know what? We're just going to buy you instead.
Yeah. So I think what's happened is because of all that, they've just gone for MODOK for the first, because they have.
The thing is that I remember him.
Yeah, he's the Mandarin's lackey.
Yeah, from the Iron Man cartoons as
I
the Mandarin's.
I don't know why we can't have the Mandarin.
Yeah, the Mandarin. But I was going to say, right, here's the thing, right. The whole backstory of Avengers is that on Avengers Day, something really shit hits the fan, something really bad goes wrong, and Captain America is presumed dead, and the
Avengers split.
San Francisco is basically turned into a freaking no-go zone, full of Inhumans.
So what you're saying is, it's Marvel's version of the Division,
right? Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, right now, out of all the villains in the Marvel universe, which one is going to look at the death of Captain America and go, "Now's my time to strike"? It's the Red Skull. It was just like
not even just Red Skull. Who's the other one? Oh, what's his goddamn name? He's got a TV on his chest. That's where his face is. He's always on a robot.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. He's the new leader of Hydra. Whenever Red Skull's not there.
Yeah, I know who you're on about. I can't remember his name.
Oh, god damn it! What is his name? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's MODOK anyway. Yeah. But no, we're getting more. Well, they have said they're going to be doing like it's because it's a live service.
Yeah, it's a live service.
So they are going to be adding more stuff in.
Yeah, but here is the big problem. Okay, with live services, is that we've already had quite a few. I mean, I'm surprised Fallout 76 is still going, and an even bigger surprise, Anthem hasn't announced that it's dead yet.
Anthem's on life support.
Yeah, Anthem is literally on life support.
There's just enough people playing it.
Yeah, it's literally the whales. That's all that's playing it. The whales. Is that if you don't get your launch, great. You're not every game is going to have a Destiny story, a Destiny tag comeback, or a No Man's Sky. They are rarities, right? Fallout 76 at the Wastelanders. It's still, in my opinion, not worth the money it's asking for.
No.
And then now they're asking for even more money, and they're asking for other stuff, and it's just like, no, you should have given me this at the fucking launch.
I'd maybe give £1 for Anthem, maybe, and only then you'd have to be like it's for charity.
Oh yeah, EA's not getting a single darn penny off me. I'm not touching Anthem with a 50-foot barge pole. And this is the thing. They could literally work their asses off, BioWare, and rebuild that game from scratch and launch it. And the damage has been done.
Yeah.
Same with Fallout 76. The only people that are going to be playing that are the people that have already got the game. Yeah. Wastelanders is not going to bring new people in. The damage is done. And that's the problem with a live service. The only reason why Destiny 2 survived, in my opinion, is because there was enough of us playing Destiny 2 that went, look guys, we know it's shit, we know it's painful right now, but they gave us the Taken King in Destiny 1, and it was glorious. Let's just have to pull it. I mean, granted, it was very close after Osiris.
Yeah.
That insultingly small map.
Oh God, yes.
It was such a disappointment, that one, because it was the Infinite Forest.
It's a good idea.
It's a very good idea. I was expecting to do like trials, like basically who can go through the fastest and who can go through the.
Or just because what they do with the Halloween event, where you go into the Infinite Forest and you just keep going until time runs out.
Yeah, basically who can go the furthest, who can go the longest, who can do things the fastest.
I was thinking.
I thought that was what they were going to do, and they didn't.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be something pretty much the same, but it was like going to be like a tower that constantly changed. So you just kept going up and up and up, and there was just no end. It was just until you died.
Yeah.
Till your squad died, and then you started back at the beginning again.
Yeah, I that was what I was thinking it was going to be, especially with the mechanics of like bits of the map generate as you go on.
Yeah.
It sold itself easily for that, but they didn't do it. It was a disappointment. But yeah, the point is like, if you're going for a live service, a lot of people have been burnt now by certain live services.
Live services, yeah.
So you have to launch one in a comparable state, which, from what we've seen, does kind of look like they're...
It looks like it's got the bare minimum.
Well, no, it runs. It's not broken. What is what I mean? It's actually a playable working game.
We think.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is like this could be bloody
Anthem.
Fallout 76 all over again.
One, we never saw anything for Fallout 76.
True.
Two.
Okay, this could be Anthem all over again.
No, and two, Anthem. The only thing we saw was the lie from the first reveal trailer.
Yeah.
And the E3 prior to launch, and you've got to remember that did not look good. It did not run well.
That's true.
It looked really. I mean, looking back on it, it looks even. It looked. I mean, we gave it the benefit of the doubt at the time, but it was like that should have been like big giant red flags. Like, this is not ready yet.
Yeah.
At least from what they've shown us. And maybe that's the only thing that is working. What they've shown us, but what they've shown us,
it works.
It is a working, actual physical game.
They said they showed co-op, but I refuse to believe that was co-op because it was just camera panning over things.
They showed us. I don't yeah, they did not. I think they dropped the ball with this one. What they needed to do was basically because they broke down like gameplay, and then they showed footage of co-op. And what they should have done is do exactly with the gameplay. They should have broke down
The
co-op, like, and I mean go into a finite, not just go like, well, if Iron Man has this and Thor goes through this, then all of a sudden this is charged.
I will admit, the thing that makes me look at this game is like, are we going to be able to do what we used to be able to do on Ultimate Alliance, which was like if one person was Iron Man and I was Captain America, you could unibeam the shields,
yes,
and I could deflect it.
Yes,
deflect it off. It's like, if I can do that,
yeah, that's the cool shit we wanted to see happen, and it was
it was just loads of people punching things.
Yeah,
it was just kind of like, oh, okay,
that's not really.
The other thing is, how do I know that's co-op?
Yeah, there wasn't anything that distinguishes like this was actual co-op. It was just people wailing on people.
Yeah,
and it's like
they didn't really show co-op off.
Yeah, it's
other than the fact that
that's the type of co. That's the thing is, all right. That's the type of co-op we get in Dark Souls.
Yeah,
yeah, you know, like, and you can get some weird ass like combinations going in Dark Souls, but it was like I just don't. Yeah, they just didn't explain or break down co-op well enough for me to understand what the difference is playing solo compared to playing co-op.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't break it down. Like I said, they just had a camera pan over things.
They just show footage and they were talking over it, and it was like I caught some bits, but I was like nothing really caught at me in like what exactly they mean in co-op.
I like the fact that Thor can use his thunder to help Iron Man charge up a super attack.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool. They showed it once.
Yeah,
but that's all they showed.
Yeah, to be honest, and yeah,
and it
wasn't well. It wasn't
great.
Shown.
What they should have shown is like what I said. You need to show something really, really cool. Like, I don't know, the Hulk picks up Black Widow and just lobs her at guys, and then Black Widow does her martial arts stuff, or Thor and Captain America and Thor can use Mjolnir on thingy, which spreads the lightning out.
Yes!
Like in the movie.
Yes!
Right?
Yes, if like Thor basically just does a massive
thing on Captain America's shield. Like, that's what they should have shown.
Yeah.
They didn't show anything that really showed it off that it was co-op.
Yeah.
Other than,
what distinguishes this as co-op compared to playing just solo?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely didn't do that. They show after that they went on to I think like the war room, like basically the mission select.
The war room sounds quite good because you can do you've got it's basically Destiny. It's Destiny's Hub. Yeah. It's basically Destiny's Hub.
It's a map. It's a map of, I want to say the world, but it's a map of an area. Yeah, it's a map of an area. And there are missions to do, and some of them are character specific, and some of them are like multiplayer.
Which I think all the main story games missions are multiplayer. They were saying. I think the only ones that are like solo are the character specific ones.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Which is fine. But the other thing that they showed off, like,
it does mean that my story will be specifically short on Iron Man content.
Yeah, they showed off. Like a challenge room as well. They showed like a little bit of that.
Yeah,
it wasn't loads.
And they also you seem to get a helicarrier.
Yes.
And you can basically I think there's a resistance and the helicarrier. Like there's a resistance place, and there's the helicarrier that you can fly around in. And I think from what I gathered, you can either one or the other or both can be upgraded as you progress, which is cool. I love it when you're upgrading stuff and it visually impacts the areas you're in. I love that neat little touch. It's like Valkyria Chronicle, the Valkyria Chronicle series when you're upgrading the tanks. Like you can physically see the tank getting bigger, bulkier, with bigger guns, and it's a nice little touch, and I kind of do like it.
I liked, because that's the thing. Even though I'm gonna be out with it, it wasn't great. the actual thing that they showed.
No,
but there was enough in there to be like, this looks okay.
Yeah,
they just didn't do a good job of showing it off.
Yeah, they didn't do enough to show what stands it out from the crowd, apart from the fact that it's got the Avengers.
Yeah,
which kind of worries me. They also showed off the different costumes. From the looks of it, that looks like how they're going to monetize.
Probably, and I don't really mind that.
It depends.
As long as it doesn't...
It depends. If it gives us enough costumes for each character that we look at, like, extra costumes as, okay, I'll pay a little bit extra for that.
Yeah.
If they give us enough, like, for example, Spider-Man...
We're not getting Spider-Man. Right.
No. I'm on about the game. The amount of costumes that game gave you. Yeah, I'm like, sure. If they had said, right, if they literally said, you know what, we're gonna give you like 5 new costumes for about $2, £2-3, I would have literally gone, yep, sure, take my money. Because the amount of costumes they give you is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's what used to happen.
I don't think all the costumes are going to be...
No. But the thing is, like, how many are going to be behind the paywall?
I think, unfortunately, it's going to be the ones that people really want.
Oh, yeah, the movie ones. I guarantee you the movie ones...
That's all right for me, because I don't want the movie ones.
The movie ones are going to be behind the paywall.
All the movie ones suck. I don't like them at all. The movie ones are going to be
behind the paywall.
Plus, I mean, what are you going to do with the Hulk? It's just pants. But they did show off
the World War Hulk. They had the
World War Hulk.
They had Planet Hulk.
They also had Joe Chill.
Yes.
Which was really cool. I would have that for my Hulk, and that would be it. There's the Hulk just running around in a mobster suit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be also honest. The Iron Man costumes that they showed off, they were awful. They were all like, the one that they mainly showed off was like this just white, this whole white suit.
I know that one. It's like one of Iron Man's like top end.
Here's the thing, it came on because they didn't like show it off as in like a big gallery thing. They just showed it off as like during one of the fighting things.
Yeah.
Right, and I didn't realize it was Iron Man. I thought it was like a placeholder. I didn't realize because that's how bland how it looked.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember in the comics he at one point had this like really really massively high end like super uber tech white Iron Man suits, and it's like ridiculously OP as
because it's white.
No,
no, it is. Right, in anything, whenever a hero wears white, he has gone Super Saiyan Ultra God.
No, he's gone Ultra Instinct now.
Yeah, that's it. He's
By the way, Goku should show up in Killer Instinct now. For that.
Yes.
For that, and we know his ultimate finish is just going to be a Kamehameha.
Oh yeah.
Just a 2000 hit Kamehameha. But yeah, yeah, it's. I don't want to be too negative.
I'm not. I don't think we're being too negative.
It looks average.
I will be honest. At least they haven't done what like they did with Anthem and what they did with Destiny, where they showed you all this like good stuff, which is basically right at the beginning of the game. They've kind of like just shown you what they have. Yeah. They've not tried to embellish it. They've not tried to make anything sound.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for that.
And they do have another one. I think next month, in a week or two.
Yeah, they're gonna have another one next
where they will actually announce a new character, which I thought I would have teased the new character. In this one,
just to make this a little bit better,
because I know like the Avengers team they've got set up it's pretty much the movies.
It's the movies.
It's the movie Avengers,
which
is fine for a lot of people. A lot of people like those movies and they'll like it. But I'm like, there were some cool ass interesting characters that are half of the Avengers. And he's like, I understand, you're not going to give us Wolverine, you're not going to give us...
well, they might give us Wolverine now that Disney own that.
Yeah, I know now, but like launch and first load of releases, it's probably not going to be Wolverine or Storm. It's probably going to be Black Panther.
Alright, it's going to be one. It's going to be one that we've already seen in the movies.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to see.
And that's the thing.
If it's Black, I'll be fine if it's Black Panther. Black Panther or Vision, I'll be happy with. But if we get like Hawkeye, please, for the love of God, don't give us Hawkeye. Please, for the love of God, don't give us Hawkeye. Yeah. I don't want Hawkeye.
The thing is what I would do is I would release 2, 1 movie, and 1 more comic centric. Yeah. Because this is the thing. It's like there are some people that like the comics more than they like the movies.
Yeah.
So it's like I want them to add more, because at the moment they've only got 5 people.
5 at the moment.
5 people, and it's like,
hold on.
Iron Man,
4, Iron Man, Hulk, Black Widow, and Miss Marvel. So yeah, 5.
5. Because
and Captain America. So that's 6. Because you're gonna get Captain America.
You're gonna get Captain America. He's going to basically. I got a feeling you complete the story. You get Captain America. You get Captain America. I have a feeling that's going to be the story, because they're going on about like he's missing and he's
dead. He's presumed dead. Could you imagine if you don't get Captain America
in an Avengers game?
In an Avengers game, and you don't get to be Captain America.
It's like, here's the thing, right? I hate Iron Man every time he even comes close to mentioning Avengers Assemble.
I know, right?
It just doesn't sound right coming from that.
I need Steve Rogers. It's like, that's the thing, right? When they went, we're making an Avengers game, and I was like, it's going to be a co-op thing. I was like, all right, I'll be Captain America, because he's really the only one in the Avengers that I really like.
Yeah, I mean,
Captain America isn't going to be. He is missing and he's presumed dead.
Pardon?
So who am I going to be exactly?
But yeah, if we go off like who's been a member of the Avengers, like not movie, like you have so many interesting, like Tigra, Moon Knight, Goliath.
Hercules.
I'd love to be Hercules.
Give us Hercules. Please give us Hercules. Hercules is mint.
Hercules is great. I love Hercules.
He just goes around and punch things.
He's not the most intelligent person on the planet, but he doesn't care.
But he's got Armistead's Cho for that.
Yeah.
He's got his little friend for that. His little friend is really, really smart.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you've got a little smart thing and all you're good at is punching things, there you go, you side.
Yeah, together you make one person.
Yeah, you make a perfect team.
But yeah, MODOK.
Yeah, the villain is a little underwhelming.
A
but
little underwhelming.
If they're doing things with I know I'm going to become. I've mentioned Destiny a couple of times, right? But if they do it the way Bungie have done with Destiny,
especially ever since they've parted ways with Activision.
Yeah, there's an easy, especially now that Disney have the rights for the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. There's a lot of characters there that they can now just start hyping up for the next big expansion.
Yeah, I personally. I want this to do well.
I would like it to do well.
I want this to do well because I like superhero games.
Yeah. I want this to do well for one reason only. And that is, this will backfire on me when I say this, because I know Warner Brothers are just absolute dicks when it comes to this. But if this does well, that means I might get a Justice League game. Right? I did say I know it's going to backfire on me.
First things first, they have to sell Warner Bros. Games first.
Yes, that's true.
For the stupid amount of money that they're asking for, especially when they say, also, oh, by the way, all these licenses, you're not getting those.
Yeah.
You're just getting the right to make games for us.
Yes.
It's like,
the thing is, this is the thing. The companies that are looking at them are EA and Activision.
Yeah. 2
companies who are stupid enough to do it. Let's be honest.
No.
Yeah, they are.
No. If it wasn't for the amount that they're asking for, I think it's something like $40 or $400 billion. It's a stupid amount.
They are 200 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
In debt. So
yeah, they are asking for, if they were going to say like, okay, you will get also the publishing rights for certain things, then fine. But they're basically giving them a company, a game developing company, but none of the licenses for the games that they made.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you in... Well, and now we know why you're in so much debt, because you cannot do anything smart business.
Well, no, actually, because it's... because AT&T bought
Yeah,
Warner Bros.
AT&T are the parent company that are in massive amounts of debt.
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why. It's
Yeah.
like you're no wonder you're in so much debt. You can't make any actual decent financial decisions in a business sense because no person in their right mind is going to buy a company that's known for making all these things and not at least get some of the licenses.
Ah, that's true.
It's like, it would be like, oh yeah, you can have the New York Giants, but you're not allowed to use the stadium. That is literally
Yeah, that's true. No, you can have the New York Giants, but all the players, you can't have any of the players.
Can't have any of the players. You're not allowed to use the stadium, and
you can't use the car park either.
And the only thing you're allowed to use is the logo.
Yeah.
Not even the uniforms or the balls.
That's true. Well, you never know. Somebody might do it. But I do. I don't think. What can I say? I just want a Justice League game. I want a cool Justice League game.
I am terrified that Disney will
buy him. Disney were looking to buy the actual DC Comics off Warner Bros.
Here's the thing. That would be a monopoly.
Yeah.
Which is a bad thing.
Yeah. I don't think they can. I think somebody stopped them halfway through before they could do it
because
they haven't bought thing.
It's just like I understand that you want a Justice League game, but the problem is that it's not going to be good.
Yeah,
even if they got one.
I know.
You know it's not going to be good because it's Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers games are crap.
Yeah.
They had a good thing in Shadow of War. Shadow of Mordor. And then he made was it Shadow of War, the second one?
Yeah.
Shadow of War. And decided to break their game to force people to buy loot boxes. They literally broke that game. So to force people to pay. Seriously,
I don't know.
I want to know how these companies make money. I seriously don't know. See, because
if you're
none of it makes actual financial sense
if you're into comics,
in a long-term basis.
If you're into comics and you're kind of bored of DC and Marvel because of all the shite that they're doing in the comics, just go to I think it's Valorant Comics.
Yeah, actually,
they just had a movie come out, Bloodshot.
Yeah.
It's all right. Vin Diesel.
It's a Vin Diesel movie.
It's not brilliant, but it's alright. It's a good action movie.
It's a Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of shooting and a lot of punching. I mean,
you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get when you get a Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, the Fast and the Furious series has kind of gone off. It's kind of jumped the shark.
Actually, I tell you what I did.
And then decided to top that up with jumping a submarine. But
I tell you what I do. What I would like, and unfortunately, well, no, because they don't have the rights to it. It's not Warner Brothers. They only got the rights for to add the character to Mortal Kombat. A Hellboy game. I think a Hellboy game would do
if done right.
If
done right by the right people, then yes. But the problem is we're talking about the AAA gaming industry.
I'm not on about the AAA game. It doesn't need to be. I don't need a AAA gaming.
I know, but they'd have to pay for the license.
Because it's only Dark Horse.
Yeah. I mean, Dark Horse may give it to a smaller company.
Well, that's the thing. Dark Horse don't own the rights to Hellboy. It's Mike Mignola. He's the one that owns it.
No, I'm saying they might get a smaller company may be able to get the rights. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I would like the ones who made maybe Surge to make a Hellboy game. Maybe.
I think that would work. But anyway, we're digressing. What else was there in the Marvel game?
I think that was pretty much it.
Costumes that I would like to see.
Oh, yes.
If they got the old Iron Man cartoon from the late 90s.
Yeah, the one that came in a suitcase.
Yeah, it came in a suitcase, right? But if they got the Black Widow costume from that,
oh yeah,
I would be so happy.
With I think it was
she had a visor, and then it was she had this it was this big black. It's basically what she wears now, but she had a white spider on her chest and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but it looked awesome.
That looked awesome. I would not mind seeing that. That would be a damn cool.
I would really like some old cartoon.
Speaking of which, it's
costumes.
who else in that team?
Because there was Hawkeye.
There was Hawkeye. Well, he can go away.
Yeah, but nobody likes Hawkeye.
Nobody likes Hawkeye.
I'd say that. There probably are Hawkeye fans, but
Yeah.
nobody likes
Nobody
Hawkeye.
likes Hawkeye. I'm trying to think who else was there. There was Hawkeye, Vision. I think Vision was one of them.
Vision? Yeah, Vision's an Avenger.
You know what?
The problem with the Avengers is just like because all that gets shoved in your face is the movie
movies,
Avengers. Yeah. You kind of forget if you're not like big into Marvel. You forget who's an Avenger.
Who's an Avenger? And Avengers, like, there's a lot of them.
There's a load.
There's
Scarlet
Witch. I mean, yeah, she's also in the
She'll
movies,
be in there.
She'll
be.
yeah,
Actually, she might be the new one if you think about it, because they're doing a big WandaVision.
Yeah.
On Disney
Which,
Plus.
from the rumours, and these are only rumours, is what they're going to try and do to explain how mutants are going to all of a sudden show up in.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is kind of fine, as long as they explain how all of a sudden Wanda can do something like that.
Yeah, because she hasn't done anything like that.
Yeah, she's just done
anything like that.
She's just been doing red energy shit.
Yeah,
and it's like here's the thing, like, a lot of the characters in the MCU are not as powerful as they are in the comics. Like, for example, Thanos in the comics is just, he's a literal god.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, he can just absolutely obliterate people without using the.
Yeah, he doesn't need the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually need that.
No, he
just
needed
it. He just needed it to do the whole "I'm going to kill half the universe" thing.
Yeah,
that's all it was
he
for.
just wanted it because it was ultimate power. In
Yeah.
the comics, I'm pretty sure it was just because it was basically ultimate power.
And also to get laid.
Yeah.
By the way, a lot of Thanos, especially early Thanos in the comics, a lot of his motives was he just wanted to get laid. That's literally it.
Granted, by Mistress Death.
By Mistress Death.
Yeah, by Mistress Death, who is a complete and utter troll, because I think she starts going with
dating Deadpool.
his. Yeah, she starts dating Deadpool, but also she ends up going with Thanos' son.
Yes.
And can't remember his name. I don't know. I want to say Kronos, but I think I'm wrong. But yeah, Thanos' son. It's like, holy fucking. It's like, dude, Thanos, come on, dude, you need to go elsewhere, because she's clearly
just doing this to mess with you now.
She clearly is just messing with you now, dude.
But that was the early comics though. That's not.
Oh, that's been on and off all the time.
Oh yeah, no, that's always there. There's always sort of Thanos' obsession with Mistress Death.
Yeah.
But like, he's not as.
Yeah,
I will do this for you.
Yeah, he's
anymore.
Like in the early comics, he pretty much was. He's like a loves.
It's just he's obsessed with death.
Yeah.
And then he meets Mistress Death, who is literally the embodiment of death, and obviously somebody who's obsessed with death. There's a lot of deaths in this sentence. Oh yeah, but anyway.
But, you know what I'm saying is, like, here's the thing, right? I want to see more, not niche, maybe not niche characters, but I want this to do well, because I want them to put as many Avengers in as possible.
What I would like for them to do is, even if it was like DLC later on, put in the Defenders, so all four of them. So
Doctor Strange.
No, the Defenders. So
yeah.
Luke Cage,
yes.
Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist.
Yes, the Marvel TV series.
Yeah, the Defenders.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Oh no, it's the Champions. The Champions, I think, were Doctor Strange, Hulk, and two others, and I can't remember who. But yeah, Doctor Strange they could add.
And with them having Kamala Khan, they could bring in the Crusaders, I think they're called, which is Miles Morales, Spider-Man, which you won't get. But you could get Amadeus Cho, Hulk. Oh god, it kills me to say that. Who else is in there? I think it's Riri Williams, so Ironheart. And
do you know what? Here's the thing with Ironheart, right? Because there was this whole backlash from the fandom regarding Iron Man and her, because she replaced Tony Stark, and it's like, you know what? If they had just basically put the Iron Man comics on hiatus for a little bit and released it as Ironheart it probably wouldn't have had that much of a
Aye.
backlash.
I think it might have done. It might. The thing is, it's what Marvel did. Marvel did it. They didn't do it like little by little. They just swept everything.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And when everybody came out and said, no, we don't want this, Marvel just went, well, tough. So what do you like? To be honest with you, what do you expect's going to happen?
Yeah, no one's going to buy it.
You've literally just, for no reason, by the way, pushed everybody's favourite characters out the window and introduced a load of new ones.
Yeah.
And then expected everybody just to keep buying your comics.
No, and then expected those characters to like those people to like those characters who have replaced their favourite character.
Exactly.
It's not going to work that way.
That's not how people, especially comic book people, that's not how we work.
Yeah, it's like, look, if you want to do this, release a new goddamn comic.
Yeah, no one's saying you can't have a girl in an Iron Man suit. No one's saying you can't have that. But what we're saying is, don't have them be Iron Man, have them be their own character.
Because that's
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're digressing.
We are digressing, and we need to get on to the thing we want.
I'm trying to think.
I think that was it. I think that was it. There wasn't anything else. I think, since you've given one costume, I would like. See, the problem is because there's no Captain America's not in it. I'm not really fussed about Iron Man's costumes. I already know the Hulk's costume from.
Well, we know two of them.
Two of them, which is one of them is
World War Hulk.
World War Hulk, or Planet Hulk. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Planet Hulk. Yeah.
I'm not really that fussed about Black Widow's stuff.
I wonder if the Hulkbuster's actually going to be. You're actually going to be able to be in the Hulkbuster all the time, or if that's just.
They showed that, didn't they?
They showed the Hulkbuster, yeah.
I think that's got. The thing is like the Hulkbuster is so different to all of Tony Stark's other Iron Man suits. It has to play differently, which means that's probably only on certain missions. Which means only the Iron Man only missions, which is fine because I always expect when the Hulkbuster suit to turn up for Hulk to just go smash,
just to wreck it,
because that's what happens. Anything with Hulkbuster in it is not actually. I mean, yes, they're technically designed to bust the. To beat up the Incredible Hulk. That is their purpose. But anything with the words Hulkbuster tends to get destroyed by the Hulk.
Yeah.
If you're going to go up against the Hulk, 1, you're a fool. 2, don't name anything the Hulkbuster because it will just guarantee its destruction. I'm trying to think, like...
I wouldn't mind the Captain America, because he's going to be in it, I don't care. The Captain America costume from the First Soldier, is it called? You know, the first
Avenger.
The First Avenger, yeah. Because it's very old, sort of 1940s look.
Well, here's the thing, like, they could have his, like, promotional one, like the comic book Captain America costume that they had him have, but also have him going to the front lines look, where it's like, the colour scheme's the same, but it's clearly like pouches and ammo stuff, and like it's proper military khaki gear.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool. But yeah, there's not many. Unfortunately for me, like costume wise, there's not a character there at the moment that we know that we can play. That I'm like. Oh, I want this costume.
Well, other than Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk in the gladiatorial costume.
Other than that one, I don't think there's anything for you.
No.
Costume-wise. Even character-wise, actually.
Yeah. There is literally, like, very little that I'm, like, massively interested in, which is why I was hoping for more characters to be announced.
Well, I think our problem is we're not really into...
We're more X-Men than Avengers.
Yeah, I'm an X-Men person for Marvel, and that's pretty much about
Speaking of which, Frank Miller is just... he's just killing it at the moment in comics. He's just...
Frank Miller?
Not Frank Miller. Jonathan Hickman. Damn it! My name... I've been to work.
Frank Miller?
Frank Miller is something else.
Daredevil.
Yes.
Batman.
No, right. I have the Frank Miller Man Without Fear comic run, which is like the origin of Daredevil, which is
Really good. Right, so we're gonna move on now.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. We've actually talked a bit more than we thought we would.
Yeah.
So I hope it does well.
Yeah, me too. I probably will get it when it comes out.
Now on to the bit that now on to the thing.
Now on to the game that
everyone and their dog wants to talk about.
Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
They did their first what was it called?
Thingy Night City.
Something Night Wire, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Live Night Wire.
Whatever. the little stream that
the little stream that
they showed off some new stuff. It looks cool.
It looks really good.
It really looks
amazing.
Cool. I like the video playback thing.
Oh, the BD thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You know what? Next time we watch any of these, I need to write down the names of these things because I keep forgetting, and I'm like.
Brain Dance. That's the name.
Yeah, Brain Dance. I thought that was really cool. Because that means that I hope there's loads of those, like absolutely loads, because that means I can just go around and be a little cyberpunk detective.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Is that from the looks of it, that's how they're going to build the lore.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's such a cool way of like, instead of just having like audio diaries or something, it's like it incorporates the game world. Yeah. It incorporates the world that you're playing in, and just adds that little bit of extra immersion. Was it Julie, the character that was like going through the demo? It was basically the tutorial for
what it is.
Brain Dance.
Brain Dance, yeah.
Everyone was going, "Yep, there's my waifu." I mean, to be perfectly honest, she seemed like a really cool character.
Yeah, she looked alright, didn't she?
I really liked her from the little interactions that we had in the trailer, and then in the.
Yes, I will say no. She is my waifu because I'm a giant edgelord, and she looks like an edgelord. So
I will reserve judgment until I have the game. She may be at the moment the best of the bunch. However, that game clearly has a lot. It's a really large bunch that they clearly have in there. And it seems to be like they've gone into so much detail into everything. Yeah. I'm literally like, how the fuck is my PlayStation going to run this?
I know.
How is my PC going to run this? I'm starting to think like I need to take it down to a blooming computer shop and go, I need this upgraded.
That.
I need this. How much money does it cost to get it upgraded?
I'll be straight up. My PC would not be able to run it.
Oh yeah, I don't think mine can. It definitely can't, it definitely won't be able to run the recommended settings. Guaranteed.
No.
Yeah, it just looks so.
They showed off the free prologues.
Yes,
that you can choose.
All the footage apparently that we saw was basically from the prologues.
Yes, it was.
That's it, and it's like
other than the brain dance.
Well, no. Here's the thing: we don't know when that happens.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We don't know when that happens because there's been people who've been playing the prologue and have said, yeah, this is just this is where we get taught the tutorial. It's looking so good, so good.
So the free prologues that there are, because it's basically you choose your character's backstory.
Yeah. And depending on which character backstory you've got,
depends on which area.
So there's one. Is it Wanderer?
There's the Nomad.
Nomad.
Who starts off outside of
in the
city.
Badlands.
In the Badlands,
which is a name you always like to have.
I always like that outside things.
Outside things. It's the Badlands.
You can't go to the Badlands.
Yeah.
So. Also the cars look really. Even like the car that's for the Nomad that looks kind of like beat up, and it's like parts of different cars all put together. It still looks good.
Looks cool. It still looks cool. Like,
all the cars look cool, which is great. So yeah, that one's a Nomad, and you start off outside the city in like this big desert, and that looked for the fact that as someone who has said on a number of our chats, I don't really like
open flat
with nothing in it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
but this looks really pretty.
It did, but also like the thing is that there's the Badlands. And the thing that you always is drawn to is the fucking city. Right. The city is literally there, and it's like, come come to us. Adventure awaits. It's really, really well done. I have to admit, they've like even the I think that even The Witcher with its open world, it kind of does also have like that. Ooh, what's this?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes it's not as like.
It's not like Zelda.
Zelda.
It's not like Zelda. I mean, it does.
But it's not. It's not a Ubisoft game where literally you 360 degrees and go. Well, I don't see anything interesting.
I don't know where I'm going. There's the one where you start in the high society,
corporate,
so corporate, and then there's one where you're basically living on the street, like street rats.
Yeah, yes, right. So basically, nomad, corporate, and street kid. And the corporate one is interesting because you have a flying vehicle.
Yeah. Blade Runner style.
Yeah, proper Blade Runner style, which in the footage shows them landing on a basketball court, and the guy, like 3 people are playing basketball, and they're going, "Hey, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing landing on the court?" And he just your player just grabs the ball and just throws it into someone's face so hard that you can see him just get knocked out. It's like, yeah, dude, you're down. Goodbye. Sayonara. What else did they show? They showed combat.
Yes.
Hand to hand. And melee.
Yep.
And here's the thing: it's cyberpunk. There was a place called Little Tokyo, and there's melee combat. You damn know well there is going to be cyber katanas.
Yes.
You guarantee it. I can guarantee there's going to be light up cyber katanas all over the place. It's going to be great.
I'm going to make a ninja.
You're going to go.
I'm going to go stealth and be a ninja.
You're going to be in it. See, I'm personally thinking of going.
Here's the thing: I'm not going to be a ninja in the sense
persuasion.
I'm not going to be a cyber ninja in the sense of like we're going to be all stealthy. No, I'm going to be Grey Fox.
Oh, that's what you want to be.
I'm just going to murder everybody.
You're just going to be Grey Fox.
The Last of Us has done this to me. Now I don't want to go stealthy. I just want to murder everybody.
Yeah. They also showed like a little bit of the character, not customization. They create like the stats.
Yeah.
They showed a little bit of that from the looks of it, they've literally ripped that straight from the tabletop game,
which is fine.
Which is great.
That's a really good. That's actually a really good way of putting the tabletop game into the.
Yeah. It's pretty much the easiest way you can do for an RPG.
I'm waiting for roll the dice stuff. You know.
Well, apparently, there is actually hidden dice rolls. You can't just like in Grand Theft Auto walk up to a car and rob it. Basically, you go up to it and it will roll something based on, I don't know, maybe your strength. And if you win, you rip the door off. Think about it, right? You're gonna be you're gonna be this like ridiculously.
This is what I'm hoping for. If you when you get later on in the game, is like if you've decided to go all strength, like eventually you're not that skinny guy on the picture. You've got like these giant tech arms.
Like the arms aren't like the proper like they show how like physically strong.
Yeah, they're like those sort of like
you yeah, I know what you mean. It's basically like the changes you do.
Your stats actually start.
I have a feeling they may do that.
I mean, if they don't do it, it's not.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, always like the attention to detail in this game is ridiculous for an open world game. The attention to detail, I don't think there's a single game that comes close to it, and I don't think there's going to be a single game that comes close to it for a while.
Yeah,
because there's no way in hell like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to have this amount of attention to detail. It's not. Let's just end this conversation right now. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to have so much attention to detail. It's going to be ridiculous, and it's going to be ridiculous now, and it's going to be probably ridiculous 2-3 years from now.
I mean, The Witcher series, the attention to detail in The Witcher series is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's at a ridiculous level.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like The Witcher is they can compress a lot of that detail into those settlements because they're not that big.
Yeah.
They are having so much detail on the entire city.
Yeah.
It's just like my mind can't compute. Like, how is this going to look like this when it launches? I just don't know.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's going to look like that.
I think consoles is going to be a downgrade.
Yeah.
Can almost guarantee it's going to be a downgrade.
And I think you're going to have a
Unless-
high-end
unless-
PC.
Unless CD Projekt Red are magicians.
And we know they are magicians because they somehow got the Witcher 3 full collection on the Switch.
But that wasn't them that did the port for Switch. However, I doubt they didn't have anything to do with that port.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think I saw someone tweet out that there's like pop-in when you're driving, and I'm like, for the attention to detail that they have put into this game, I'm not surprised, and I'm perfectly fine with the odd pop-in. I'm perfectly fine with that.
And it's not even released yet. There's still
Because
months to
9
go.
times out of 10, I'm not going to be looking about 1 kilometer away.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be looking at that. I'm going to be looking at like, oh my god, what? Like, I'm going to be reading papers. That's what I'm in my head. The attention to detail is that much. It's like, it's like, I shouldn't be expecting this. I shouldn't. I should tone my hype down because I'll only be disappointed. But then they do stuff like this. I think it's going to be a great game. Is it going to be the greatest game of all time? Probably not.
Well, that's subjective. In all honesty.
I think it's probably going to be one of the best games of this generation of consoles. Easily.
Yeah. I think it's going to be up there in your top 10.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be in people's top 10s.
Yeah. Because it's just like this time they showed like full on gameplay. I think we saw actual
everything that they showed was
and I
actual
think
gameplay.
it's not just like it's from like the people that this is the thing CD Projekt Red are that confident of the game now that they've already sent out preview copies to journalists.
Yeah.
Game journalists who, apart from Jason Schreier...
No, apart from Jason Schreier.
It's a bit of an argument.
He's all right.
No, I'm talking about... No, it's a bit of an argument for all anyone calling themselves a game journalist, apart from a select few.
Yeah.
That's the point I was trying to make. Jason is definitely one of those people
Yes.
that you could definitely say is a game journalist, because he does journalist stuff. And is not just a mouthpiece. That's the point I was trying to make. But, the feedback from these people, the people that have gotten the game, seems to be like, yeah, the hype's legit.
Yeah.
The hype is actually legit, and it's not going to be released for another 5 months. So it's like, oh my god, in what way is this going to get ruined? Because I can't see one. I mean, yes, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be. There's no such thing. No way in hell it's going to be. It's still going to be good.
Yeah.
And as long as we try and keep our hype levels to a manageable level, it'll do well. It will do well anyway. It's going to be great.
It looks great.
And it definitely is going with the whole thing of like, play this game the way you want to play it. And if you are able to implement that correctly, then you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Looking for Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas.
The
Dishonored. The Dishonored 1 and 2. Dishonored 1 and 2. The fact that it's like, yeah, you could murder everyone. However, you want to be sneaky.
It's not just that. It's with Dishonored.
Yeah, it was like
for a linear game, because it is pretty much point A to point B.
But how you get from point A to point B.
But the fact that there's so many different ways to get from point A to point B, and by using powers, by sneaking, by just doing all this random stuff, is so fun. I love the Dishonored games.
And yeah, the fact that like this is an open world where they've literally gone and said, yeah, you want to be a super uber hacker? Go ahead. You want to be stealthy as hell and like do shit in the shadows? Go ahead. You want to be fucking gun blazing Yahoo?
Yeah.
Go and do that. If you want to be just like, I'm just going to make myself the biggest son of a... and go around like I'm the Rock and beat people to death with my bare hands. Yeah, do that. And then it's like it's Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
it has to be good. Keanu Reeves is...
I know, exactly. It's like there's not many games that there's not many films where you'd say, oh, Keanu Reeves was shit in that.
That's very true.
You struggle. The movie itself may be really bad.
Yeah.
Well, you're literally going, well, at least
Keanu was alright.
Keanu was alright. He wasn't terrible. Yeah, Cyberpunk. It's just. I talk about it. I feel myself getting hyped up for it again. That's the problem. That is the problem. Every time I talk about it, I'm like, how can this go wrong? How can this go wrong? I can't see how this can go wrong.
Yeah, I'm alright at the moment. I don't have that.
Yeah. And I have to tell myself that I still don't know whether to get it for PC or for PlayStation.
I mean, either way, they're going to get set on fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're melting. They are melting.
I will be getting it on console.
Mm-hmm.
I already have it pre-ordered because I'm getting the collector's edition.
And the good news, I think we've already said this before, but we'll confirm it again. Those people that buy it on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will get an upgrade when the PS5 version and Xbox Series X gets released.
Yeah.
So, that's great.
I'm assuming it's going to be a digital download.
Yeah. It will be, but...
I think that's about it. I don't think there's much less to talk about.
No.
There wasn't loads of news this week. I've even looked at
everything was dominated by Cyberpunk, which is understandable. It is like the game.
It looks good.
It is literally like
really
the
good.
game. And to think, right, this was due to release around about the same rough time as Doom and Final Fantasy VII Remake. At least my wallet can recover.
Yes.
Before Cyberpunk gets released.
But, I mean, next month we've got Ghost of Tsushima coming out.
Yes.
And I will do a mini review of that when it comes out. Because we will be playing it.
Yes, we will. Which means we can do like our first impressions.
That's what I'm saying. Like a mini review. First impressions.
First impressions. First impressions are the more accurate thing. Because people think when you say mini review, it's like, oh, well...
You've completed the game.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, no.
I'm not like some of the YouTubers who they get the game like 2 weeks to 3 weeks early. So
no, we have to pay for it.
I have to wait for it to
We're not
come
famous.
out.
We're not famous.
Buy it.
We're not famous. Who do you think we are?
So
we're plebs. We are plebs and have to pay for our stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, I do hope you enjoy these chats. Leave down in the comments anything that you're looking forward to.
Is there
anything that you saw?
Yeah.
Did you like the war table? Or at least did you see anything that you liked in the war table?
Yeah.
How
How excited are you for Cyberpunk? Is there anything in particular that was shown in this latest in the trailers, in like the news that they get announced? Is there anything that you guys really are interested in? Like something you picked out and went, "Oh, that looks amazing." There's a few things I don't want to actually speak about them because I've literally seen them on Twitter, and it's like two people that I really enjoy in the game. So I'm like, I'm going to make it my mission to find those people and see what because it's not just like they're in the game. There's an actual mission branch for both of them, I think. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, that's cool.
It is, and it's such a neat thing for that because for those two guys. Yeah, for the two of them, it's really neat for those guys. I am calling me jealous, but I'm not as famous as them, and therefore, deservedly so, not in the game.
Yeah.
But technically, once I buy the game, I can make myself and be in the game.
Exactly.
As V.
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah. Anyone else? Anything else? People are excited for in Cyberpunk? Is there anyone specific they want to look? There was that cyborg. That is a big deal, actually, in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
He was shown, so it's going to be interesting how he plays into the story. I don't know if that was the corporate. I think that was the corporate part of the trailer that we saw, because it was really a snazzy room, and he stood out because he was just this giant meh. Basically, he was a full blown cyborg.
Yeah, he wearing a big black sort of metal body.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, clearly probably the only thing
he
left.
did, like, he basically looked like, don't mess with this guy.
Don't mess with this guy. He will end you. Yeah. Repeatedly.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these chats, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.
Toodles, everyone.